Rise up, Gunbreakers! If you're here to tank, prog, or parse, I've got you covered. Patch 7.1 introduced a change to Double Down, which has reduced its cartridge count from 2 to 1. This changes the rotation for both 2.5 as well as the 2.4 series. We already have a 9 GCD rotation, which you can find out in my other video. Today, we're going to talk about 2.5. I've got a couple of notes down in the bottom left that you could read along with, including the keynote number 1, you never want to enter your 2-minute cartridge with 3 carts anymore, because what's going to happen is you have your Gnashing Fang combo, your Lionheart combo, Double Down, and Sonic Break. That's your 8 GCDs. If you go in with 3 carts now, you're going to force a Burst Strike in there. You're going to pull something big out, and that's not good. However, for the odd minute window, going in with 3 cartridges means that you get Gnashing Fang, Sonic Break, Double Down, Burst Strike, Solid Barrel, and Burst Strike if you could set up the Solid Barrel correctly. If you can't, it's not a big deal. You can go in with 2 carts. It is what it is. It's okay. No big deal. As long as you get the hyper velocity under No Mercy, you're good. So we're going to do an opener here. I'm going to turn off the camera. You'll be able to check out, we have some GCDs that you'll see next to Rin right there, and the OGCDs down below to follow along with, because my hotbar is a little bit of a mess. So I'm going to stop talking. We're going to go over to the rotation. No commentary on this. You have the information you need. Enjoy. Oh, one last thing. This is the new crafted diamond weapon. It looks so good. And it's a level 80 craft. So by all means, get out there, get it. The diamond platings before they go up in price. This is incredible. All right. That's a little bit of a, not necessary, but the glamour game is really cool. Here we go. And here's where you see burst, solid, burst. And if you could loop it like this, you're gorgeous, baby. Give them the business. Now, an ideal scenario, if you can get into your 2-minute with 1 cart, that's fine. You could also get into your 2 cart by coming down from 3. Here's your Burst Strike into No Mercy to get the hyper velocity in the window. There's the Double Down. Now your Bloodfest did get delayed by a little bit, but now it's basically where it's going to be for the rest of the fight, barring special downtime, phase changes, or, misplay, extra lightning shots from disengagement, anything like that. You are also allotted the extra burst strikes after that window, as you normally are before this patch, if you're in a potion window or whatever. And you'll see, we're going to set up that perfect window again where we will end with burst, solid burst, and exit out. You could finish the solid barrel and do burst, burst, sonic. It doesn't really matter. Right, it doesn't really matter. The important part here is that you can shift the sonic break forward if you need to, with kill times or whatever, and that you've obtained your burst strikes in your burst window. What do these changes mean for us? Well, it feels like, to me, things are just getting easier. Right? I mean, let's get a little lighthearted for a second. It feels like the rotation's running a lot more smoothly, and you may find that too when you get into it and just hit a dummy, just play the game, just push your buttons. Now, if the boss is going to cause you to miss a use of Blasting Zone because it is coming after Bow Shock, you know, see, this is going to be an example of what you do not want to do. This is an example of what you're not going to do. And what you can do is you can reverse Bow Shock and Blasting Zone if there's a situation that would, you know, cause that to lose a use of BZ. But yeah, as you'll see here, this is not an ideal window. But if you misplay, like I just have, ultimately, what's going to happen is it's going to correct itself, right? It's already fixed. You're going to go into your next window, you're going to be fine. So if you misplay like that, it's not the end of the world. Obviously, don't do that if you can help it. But I want to show you, I specifically want to show you that when you do this, it is not going to ruin your day, okay? Life goes on, it continues. Look at that. The servers did not blow up. We're still gaming. We're still burst. Solid burst. And the reason why is, for all intents and purposes, we just shifted the buttons around. We didn't lose any or gain any additional buttons there. There are very few things that you could do on 2.5 that are going to allow you to do that, because it's a pretty strict rotation. Anything with a big recast like your Gnashing, your Bow Shock, your Blasting Zone, those things you're going to want to keep. Your Double Down, you're going to want to keep them where they are. But you have a little bit of fluidity if you are getting used to this rotation and you have the 3 cartridges going into your burst window. It happens, right? It happens. It's not the end of the world. Look at that. What's going to happen here? Unfortunately, that Bloodfest is going to come late now forever. But you may notice we got everything we wanted. It's all there. It's okay. And that's what my burst window looks like now. Now that's just what my rotation will look like. Is it ideal? No. Is it what you practiced? Not exactly. But you know what? It works. All of the buttons are still in burst. Nothing's been pushed out. Nothing's been pushed out, so it's fine. Okay? It's fine. Hopefully this helps you a little bit, understanding Gunbreaker, understanding how the rotation will still function. Yeah, if you can, and you'll see yet again here, we're gonna have, it's really clean. It's really clean, right? We have this burst, solid burst situation happening again. It's so good. It's just very, very clean. I like what they've done. I'm not a big fan of having 3 cartridges total. It is what it is. But I'm happy that they've done what they have now. Hopefully this helps you guys. Remember, you want to try to enter that 2-minute window with less than 3 cartridges. If you have 2, it's going to be a Gnashing Fang, a Double Down, then you'll be able to Bloodfest. If you have 1, it's going to be a Gnashing Fang, and then you're going to Bloodfest, and then Double Down. If you have 0, you're going to have to Sonic Break. And that's okay. That's okay. Honestly, it's fine. That's okay too. Because you will get all of your burst. But if it were up to me, in my ideal scenario, I'd have the 3 cartridges, and I would Burst Strike, No Mercy, Hyper Velocity. That way you have your Gnashing Fang combo, your Double Down, your Lionheart combo, your Sonic Break, and that Hyper Velocity squeezed its way in. That would be the ideal scenario for me, and in my potion window, it would be that plus the burst strikes at the end or the beginning, depending on the fight specifics. You'll probably be able to decide that for yourself when you're in the moment, or wait for specific fight opti to come out and copy what other people do. That's going to be it for me. Thank you guys for hanging out. We'll catch you in the next video.